Yet another rom-com, as opposed to not another rom-com. This one here, looking pretty good. Everything about it works well. It didn't quite get the 9.0 for artistic, but which is a big deal. So maybe post-production can kick it up. We'll see. Getting that 9.0 for art is just such a very important part. Like, it can dramatically change how much money the movie can make. So we're going to put both of these 9.0s on this. We're going to go to the amazing. Actually, I'm going to go to amazing. I'm going to pay extra because, again, if I can get that to 9, then it has an enormous impact on its profitability. So we'll just go ahead and do it. Not that we really need a whole lot of profitability at this rate, right? I mean, with $313.5 million in the bank, I don't really need a whole lot. We can just keep doing the banquet too, I guess. Try to defend against the code a little bit there. I'm very tempted. I got a kind of a tough situation here, guys. I've talked about it a little bit last video, but I'm in a little bit of a tough situation right now where it's like I feel like I can probably end this anytime. We don't need to go all the way to the end of the game. I know some of you are like, please go to the end. But there's an Act 2. I said this. There's an Act 2. It takes you from 1949 all the way up to like 1965, right? It's going to happen. It's just not there yet. So I feel like we're kind of at this weird stage for me on my channel where I've got a lot of different games going on. I got a lot of different content to make. I'm having fun and everything, but certain things are just aged, right? Certain things are kind of getting a little bit dated. And this is the series. This is one of those series that are just kind of getting a little bit dated. Why is this clickable down here? What is that? Wait, over and out should be released. Wait a minute. Out and over is right here. Why is it here? Anyone know? What the heck had just happened? With this, out and over. It says it's in the planning stage now. That's not true. It just glitch out on me? Hold on. Let's go load really quick. We have to load all the way back to the end of the last video, but whatever. Because the autosave in this game is like once every 6 months. You really can't rely on it at all. If something goes wrong or something goes weird, you can't really rely on it much. I wanted to take you guys to the end of the war. I thought that was probably the best place. I know that we have like Paramount coming in 1948. I think it was historically somewhere around there. Sometime in 1948, I think it is. Like, I know we have that happening. And, Paramount will essentially... I forget what the exact name of the bill is or whatever, but the Paramount law, whatever it is, it's going to take away our theaters, basically. It makes it to where we can't own theaters like that anymore, which will hurt me the worst, right? But we'll have so much money built up at that point, so maybe it'll be okay. Yeah, the Lord forbids is here. So 24% of 10,000. So, I don't know, give the thing 2,500 and see what happens. Something like this is probably fine. Yeah, down there is good. Down here is good. Right. Basically, what I'm saying here, guys, is I think this is our finale. And I don't want it to be like an anticlimactic finale here, but, we're going to have more game later. And more game, I just hope that we can continue it. I hope we can, pick up where we left off when we do that. So I know this research is about to happen here pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and get protection right now. I know that the research is going to happen right here in 6 days, and I think for the producer's office research, I'm not really all that interested. Let's do this. Yeah, this is making no money in the last week, so it's fine. 24. Okay, so this one here is what glitched out on me before. Instead of running this again like I did before, I'm just going to end distribution. Mike Martin gets the drama, and Tommy Franklin gets action. And out and over is done. We send it to archive, and hopefully it goes away down here now. So the producer's office, right, we can now do two producers per project. I don't think it'll have a meaningful difference to me, right? And again, that's where I'm at about this. I just don't think anything I can do in the game other than the story events that are going to prompt up, I don't think anything's going to have a meaningful change to what I'm doing. 3 producers per project isn't going to affect me, and I can't even research it before the end of the game. The current state of the game. Maybe if I went all the way to the very end, maybe I could trigger this. I think 1,300 days maybe fits in. There's like just under 6 years left. So It's close, yeah, but not to the point where I can actually use it. And 50% of the requests here, again, it's really not that big of a deal to go get this even. So influence generation per month is where I would go with this office anyway. Because I want to fight the code, right? Lord for Biz is only getting $59,000 now, so we can go ahead and archive that one as well. Just bring that out there. And then distribution cleared. Now there's no movies in theater. So now it's not going to say it's in planning. It was kind of a weird thing it glitched out on. So not yet. Sorry, yet another rom-com. That's what we were looking at before. Has the exact same rankings as before. We're going to give it to the 9.0 people and just hope that it does, you know, exceptionally. So you, and amazing, and amazing, and amazing. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and go into the FSAA, and we're going to see about removing the... Not that. Spirit of alcohol. We're going to see about getting alcohol back off this list and see if we can't release. Because I actually have quite a few scripts that have this in there. So we'll see. I love my voting position. I mean, yeah, I love my voting position. I don't even think what these guys are going to do matters. But you know what? We'll just pop somebody in there anyway. Great position to be voting in. I haven't had a random event in a film in a long time. This is refreshing. Vacation ends in death. That's the name of the movie. Okay. So, Bill Ramsey. This film is, of course, ahead of schedule, as almost all my films are. Says a staged fight would be ineffective, and the whole thing should be filmed for real. He wants to fight Will Gardner without using stand-ins. Oh my gosh. I hope he gets his ass beat. Will Gardner's lazy, though. I don't know. You know what? Higher quality film. It can't go any higher than the script anyway, right? That's the unfortunate piece. It really can't go any higher than the script. And if you fight for real, they're going to be injured and it'll delay the film a bit. I got to see what happens. Let him fight for real. Sure. Beat the hell out of each other. Why not? Yeah, could have saw that coming. Uh-huh. During their very real fist fight, Bill Ramsey broke his co-star's cheekbone. The doctors are doing their best to get Will Gardner back on the set as soon as possible. It's amazing. We'll just stop filming. It's fine. We're ahead of schedule anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Training was successful. I can speak successful for Jane Fisher, who is now nearly a 9.0 actress, by the way. So we probably should start using her a bit more, yeah? Didn't quite get to the 8s on the break point. Well, that's fine. The script really could have been better here. We really could have performed it better, I should say. Kind of botched it a bit. Maybe we can fix it in post. Annie and Theodore. And you know what? We'll do all the amazing things here to see if we can fix it in post. All right, there you go. Takes a little extra time, but it's fine. All right, let's remove alcohol from the code. I don't remember the history of the code all that well. It wasn't really a significant amount of... It didn't have a significant presence for me in film school. Gosh, I feel like, again, they can just vote whatever they need to get it, right? I'm going to go 1,000 just to... I'm going to make them really spend if they want to remove it. That's what I thought. You don't have it. You don't have what it takes. That isn't what I thought, is it? Because I did something different. I thought maybe they could do it, but they didn't. All right, we'll go ahead and have them search for more stuff there. All right, Eye for an Eye, which would have been a much more appropriate film for someone actually fighting there. Why is it... What happened? Drama? A detective drama? Really? I guess it's a common combination. Okay, so it's done. He's not saying that it's unsuccessful, because that would be just flat out wrong. Detective drama? Really? Like some of the most successful television productions ever. Law and Order, for example. Detective drama. All right, we could start this project, I suppose. Why not? Let's do it. Let's put this in here. We'll take Silvano Holmes, C1 here. Let's put him in a soundstage. That's just fine. It'll be quick. Although maybe we'll give you a location here just because it's an extra star. You don't particularly like that, but you know what? It gives us an extra star on that, and that's fine. We'll go like this. I can't use that anymore. Service until December. Yeah, okay. Otherwise, the Vivid is the last. That's it. I think that's really the way it's going to be too. I think we don't have any more technology is what I mean. Like, there's no additional technology that's going to come to market other than my own stuff. And I do want to play and to see that effect, though. I do. Because there's a lot of stuff that's unresolved, right? There's like my new technology. How well does that affect films, etc.? The core issue I have with this, and I can't drill this in enough, is that you are always limited by the freaking script. And like 9.0s are all I'm limited to right now. Everything is 9.0, 9.0. No matter what camera I use, it's not going to change that. So we got to get the extra story elements as well. It won't matter what technology I use if I don't have the story elements. So we need to work on that too. Heroes in uniform, protecting. You're not the right guy for this. You could be a better one, but you just don't have. This film has nudity. I mean, that's okay for Herman. He's like all the love guy, winning the beloved and all that stuff. Yeah. And then here's the alcohol, spirit of freedom as well. He's good at that stuff too. You know what? Like, this is a 8 potential here, so I don't really need somebody all that great on this. I was hoping maybe I could get someone who could level up, but not really. So I'll put Willard in there instead. Detective is a female. Ooh, a lead detective. Gonna be May. Are you sure this role is right for me? I understand the script, but it seems strange for a female role. I'm not comfortable with this. Really? Whoa, I've never seen that before. Maybe the game does have some tricks up its sleeve. A woman saying no to the lead because she doesn't feel the role is right for her. A detective, serial killer movie. Maybe it's the nudity. All right. Would you like to be the villain's... Would you like to be the key witness instead? No. I know I'm just an actress, one of the little people, but are you sure I belong in a film with such a strange female role? Makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay, May. Jane too. Really? What? Oh, well, you're going in. Jane, you're going in. You're all just going to have to get used to it. Wanda, you're in as well. Crazy. All right. Villain's right-hand man. Let's make this Fred. Whoa. So it's just the whole idea of a woman detective is throwing the entire movie for a while. I have to force this just to see. Whoa. Okay. Our serial killer is going to be Charlie Graham. Yes, I'm sure. All of you, I'm sure. You're all going in whether you like it or not. You're working this movie right now. I expect events to happen from this movie. Maybe there will be some more interesting things for us to come after all, you know? Maybe. This thing got totally botched in filming. Wow. A 3.7 on the artistic score. Unreliable contractor indeed. And yet, supposedly, the happiness of the cast and crew helped it, but, like, I doubt it. Got totally destroyed somehow. Put you guys in here. We'll go amazing. I can afford it, so just do this and make the movie better if I can. There we go. Samuel Day. He is a composer. 5.0 composer. Oh, yeah, you want... no. Goodbye. If you want to leave, you can do that, too. It's fine. I mean, actually, I think you're somebody who is uncapped, right? Is that why? Yeah. You're the uncapped guy. But, like, I'm not using you, so why do you want to raise? Just because you're uncapped? Not good enough, man. Produce results. Okay, so headquarters. Terminate contracts with half the buyout now. We got all the way to October 1943 before we could do the thing that would prevent us from having to kill the guy for the mob. That's crazy. 10-year contracts will be possible as well. Might as well go for it. Not that it will matter. There's no way I could use it. Villa. A 2-story country mansion with 2 swimming pools, a gym, a tennis court. and a guest house. I do wonder how much weight that these bigger things are worth. I'm going to go housemaid here. 500 days to learn how to hire a housemaid? 3,000. I mean, okay, so this is like an exotic sports car kind of thing. I can understand that connection, but 500 days to learn how to hire a housemaid. Yeah, I want to know what the corporate parties do, actually. I mean, it's an employee party, right? I'm just going to assume this has something to do with loyalty, maybe. I'm not going to spend extra on it, but like loyalty, maybe, happiness and loyalty for your employees, which we have so many ways of doing that it's kind of irrelevant. Ordered by Evergreen Movies. So we had Franklin Butler taken down. Okay. I even had protection on him. It didn't matter. So we can just get a replacement and continue. I suppose that's possible. Butler must not have been cast. He must have been crew, or he's the producer. Oh, just freaking easy. Yeah. Substitute you for Anthony. Fine. Oh, you're working two things. Right. Yeah, your producers can do that. That one might take a hit, but that's all right. Harley Osborn, you know what? I will renew it because I can. And I will just have you until the end of the game. How's that sound? We'll just take you to the end of the game. No more contracts for any of you guys. We're just going to renew all of them. All right. There we go. 5 years with Walter Carroll as well. It's actually quite cheap compared to what I expected. Yeah. We're not finding any more story elements, so I'm thinking we got them all, is what I'm thinking. I don't know, but seems awful weird. I failed like 4 times in a row with a 70+% chance to succeed, so either astronomically low odds or I've already found them all. This did horrible. It just did very bad. How? How did you do so poorly? It doesn't make any sense. 8.0, 7.0, 8.0, 9.0 cinematographer. How did you do so poorly? There's no explanation. The game doesn't explain why my 9.0 script is completely botched. If I hit this button, it will go back on the shelf, so I can try to do it again. Maybe it will take my 6th attempt to actually make this movie good. I'm not sending this to post-production I'm not doing that. I'm bringing it back out. We're just gonna say nope, the investment is spent, and you know what, we'll just remake the movie because it's shit. I don't know how. Should have been like this. Didn't quite get to 9.0 anyway though, unfortunately, just the way it goes. And then we released not another rom-com. I guess it's a Christmas thing. That's fine. Yet another rom-com on Christmas. We'll push this way up. We're not going to get a lot. We will get the credit for the Behemoth part, so we're going to get more exposure there, but it's still going to go down quickly. So maybe come do something like this. Take our printing office and put that on it. It could totally wait for Valentine's Day too, but I'll release it. Loving movies, you know, romantic comedies and stuff work really well at Christmas time too. So probably just like this, I guess. It's cool. Any dirty tricks? May doesn't want to do anything. Harry will. Not defend the innocent though. Fine, you can go here. Just want to boost that first week as much as possible and call it good. Okay, I'm gonna let this speed this up a little bit for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys into the future a bit. I will kind of fill you in on anything that happens in this regard. Like, for example, there's a story element now that they want to put vivid violence back on here, which I guess Marganese is going to help me out with that at least. I get to vote near the end. Loving that. I have no idea what Supreme will do, but I have the influence to stop this, I think. Vivid violence being banned is not something I want. I'll put another 1,000 into it. So if they want to do it, they're going to have to spend over 500 to make that happen. Maybe they will. Oh, they're voting with me. Well, okay. It might have been helpful to know that, but whatever. We shot that down. It's not accepted. Goodbye. Banquet's done too, so I get all my influence back. Well, at least half of it. Got half my influence back. So I'm gonna zoom this ahead. If something happens in that movie that we were talking about, where the female lead, where is that movie actually? Is it Eye for an Eye? Yeah, Jane Fisher. So we're gonna take a look at Eye for an Eye, and if anything happens with that script, because of the whole like everybody's not wanting to do the female lead thing, I'll bring you back in and show you that. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna zoom you ahead, even somewhere into 1944. I would like to, by the end of this video, be done with the war. I think that's a good place to bring you guys. I know it's skipping a lot of gameplay, but it doesn't skip anything important. It just skips a bunch of movies. So invention speed, there's still 506 days left on this, 815 days left on inventing that tech. Like we're not going to get to this in this playlist if I don't just skip you guys ahead a bit. We just have a lot of same stuff going on. So, and it's not that consequential since I'm so far ahead. I think you can understand. I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, 50% chance of success each time. Wendy Carpenter's skill has been increased. Training is successful. We're now up to a 6-star with her, and we want to put her back in there, right? We want to put her back in the masterclass. So let's come down, Wendy Carpenter. I mean, look, I know that it's guaranteed here, and I can get 2 levels per year if I just do the guarantee. So in 2 years, 1945, we will have a 10-star Wendy. If I do this, I have a chance at getting the 2 stars in 8 months. I think at this point, I'm okay with the guarantee in 180 days. It costs twice as much here, but if I fail here, then it definitely costs more. So I think I'm actually going to shift to guarantees on her, and we're going to see if Charlie gets his. He does. So Charlie's going to get his limits lifted as well. Very good. And we can go in, and I think the same thing, right? We can just hit, it's 2 years, and we can basically guarantee success. Guarantee that by December 13th, 1945, they are 10-star actors. So I think we're just going to do that, because getting her to 10 stars is the achievement, and I can just get that. And then for Charlie, it doesn't really matter too much about it, but whatever. Here we can do nothing for now. This is Eye for an Eye. So I told you I'd bring in any events that happen for Eye for an Eye. Nothing has happened other than Willard Berry getting beaten. And so Willard Berry is a 8.6 director. If we get a replacement, it says it'll be a lower quality film. If we reshoot, we can reshoot at 0%, which might be okay. What directors? I don't know what directors I have available right now. That's the problem. But if we get a replacement, what directors? I mean, I have Mike Martin here. Mike Martin could be okay. He's libidinous. He's going to be with 2 women here. I don't know if I necessarily like that part. There's a love triangle. What does this film have in it right now? Antagonist protecting the witness. Heroes in uniform. Nudity. I mean, like, this is just not a film that I would want somebody with a high libidinous to be in. Maybe I'll outsource it to Milton Fox. Escape captivity, From Small to Big, Festival Atmosphere. Maybe we outsource this to him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring somebody who's really good in, but we'll only do it for... screw it. He's a 9.0 director. Let's just... Honestly, you got money. Just do it. $1 million. You get him for 5 years, and he starts working on this film right away. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably have found them all, because they just don't find any. I have them on random or all. So I'm thinking that's probably what's happening here. Tom Stone's got his limits lifted, which is great because he's a superstar. And so did Gertrude Ross, finally. So she took 3 tries. Wow. Okay, so hey, RNG, sometimes it's favorable to me. Sometimes it's going to be nice to me. Great. Many, many times it will be nice to me. Apparently. Wow. Vivian Patterson, now a 9-star. I feel like you just say this to all the boys, don't you, game? The game is like, hey, please keep playing me, is what the game is saying. Don't leave. Don't leave. I mean, all right. Finally, some kind of realism. 50% chance of success. All right. Apparently, we just crushed that, man. That was crazy. All right. So let's create some... we research a new recipe. Let me see what happens here. So if I'm going to go with Cornelius to research a new recipe for Trash Pit, and I'm going to let also Keith Brock do the same. We'll let them explore that. Now, again, if we want to create trash elements, you have to select a writer to do that, and I just selected them to look for recipes. I think it's okay. Finding new things there instead of doing the other things that they're doing, because we're not really finding any of these elements, right? These random story elements. It says it's completed, so Felix Hill didn't find anything, right? So I think if I have you finish this and we send you over to the trash pit instead, maybe we have Felix create a new element. He's an action writer. So I don't exactly know what we're going to be getting into here, but if we say jousting tournament, dystopian futuristic city, struggle for better life, what does this give us for a trash film? So creation in progress, it says. Nice effects, by the way. I would love it, by the way, if they took... Because I don't really like the Trash Studio. I'm not really interested in making movies for it. Especially near the end of the game, there's really just no incentive for it. It's just bad in every way as far as like what you want to do for the future of your production studio. But the elements, like the whole like creation process here, this kind of thing, it would be super cool if we could advance the other studios in a similar way. Like you could build artistic vision and get new artistic story elements through this process instead of going through here and just saying, hey, buddy, can you search for something? I'd love this to be more engaging throughout the entire game. Like, let me find these types of, the same types of stuff here. Let me find these in the same way. You know, it's going to take how long? Let's say 67 days, right? And so I come through here. I say create elements, 57 days. It's roughly the same thing, right? But this makes me feel like I'm more involved in the process, and I can see a situation where I would be targeting something specifically based on what I'm doing. Maybe the recipes isn't quite the same. Maybe it's more like, you know, can you find elements that are in romance that have to do with Western? And then all of a sudden you put romance and a Western sort of vibe together, or a country sort of a small town vibe or whatever, and boom, you get Farm Girl as your protagonist. You know, that kind of thing I think would be kind of cool as far as the recipes go, you know, changing it depending on what you're looking for. Yet another rom-com. All right, well, we're getting an A- on this. That's good. The sword doesn't really care for it too much. Go figure. Bone Grinder loves it. Yeah, a woman's naked body. I mean, obviously, they're not going to like it because of the nudity, right? Close your eyes and think of something wonderful. What do you see? The archway of the gates of heaven? A holy angel? The Virgin Mary? No, surely you imagine naked breasts and tantalizing thighs, for the seed of debauchery has already sprouted deep in your lost soul. Love it. Love it. God, people are so averse to just... It's like a completely natural phenomenon within the world, and somehow it's ridiculously taboo. Whatever. Herbert Ford, we'll go ahead and finish this. And I think, yeah, I want you to search for some stuff too. So we're going to set instead of my writers focusing on the new elements here, I'm going to have them looking for stuff over here. And I'm actually going to say, Ford, you're going to look for recipes, and, oh, I can only create one trash element at a time. I see there's potentially quite a few of them here. Okay, so I guess since there's 53 days left in that, I can have you searching for more elements too. So we're shifting their search from the normal that we've been doing like the entire game to now basically focusing on all the elements that are possible to find for the Trash Studio. Again, I'm not going to make any trash movies. I don't really care to, but knowing what the formulas are, knowing what the different elements are, it could potentially be kind of cool to know what those are for the future, in that if we wanted to go down the Trash Studio first later, we could. But as soon as the code is implemented, Trash Studios are just, it's like you want to crank the game up to hard mode, here you go. And that's not really, nah. I don't really care to. I want to make money and have stability. And I want to play these types of games when I do them. I want to play these types of games, you know, in a sort of a role play scenario. I want to manage a successful studio and make money and have, you know, good reputation and all these sorts of things. I try to play how I would do it if I were in that situation. And the trash studio just doesn't really mesh with me, you know? It's definitely one of those things where it's like, let's do a challenge run where you use only women and trash studio and make it through the war or something like that. I mean, you just won't, you just simply don't join the FSAA in that situation. You know, you just don't join them, but you kind of have to, because this version of the game doesn't let you leave. So you kind of, like, I guess you just get yourself kicked out, right? Is kind of the only way to do it, is to get yourself kicked out. Yeah. All right. So we made a lot. Our corporate tax rate is 53% to help, you know, pay for the war and all that stuff. So we're going to be paying a lot in taxes, but we are completely dominating our competition in every single measurable metric when it comes to money. We have almost twice their balance, and we made more than twice what they made last year. Nearly 3 times what they made last year, right? I think it's over 3 times. Oh, my math is bad. Around 3 times what they made as far as profits go. As far as domination goes here, box office successes, we crushed it. Top 6 movies, 8 of the top 10, totally crushed them. And this isn't a year where I was just kind of dinking around. Like the first what, 3 months of the year, I didn't even make a movie. So that's neat. Live Soft kind of got in the critical acclaim list. Fan favorites, Out and Over. That was a very big surprise for me. Ended up being the only A+ of the year. And even though it's a 9.0 popcorn score compared to these 10s, still number 1. Got 4 of the top 10 there too. So all sorts of experience for our people there. 60-year-old Charlie Graham is now established as a sheriff. That's pretty good. Mike Martin's good for action movies. And Russell is going to be in the Band of Brothers. How does it feel to be known as someone who takes part in a group movie? Huh? I mean, you got a lot of friends, I guess. That's good. A group protagonist, right? So all sorts of these things here. I do wish these would all just kind of like appear. Like, give me 1 card here, 1 card here, 1 card here, and then another one here. Like 6 at a time would be good. There's just a lot of these. If you do really, really well in a year, you are rewarded by dozens of pop-up windows. You're just rewarded with this. All right, I'm going to keep this going. And again, not really too concerned about the Pollux. Maybe we win something. Maybe we don't. I don't know. But I'm going to zoom you guys ahead so you don't have to deal with this. Yeah. All right. I figured I'd stop right here and show you guys the Pollux nominees because it's there. So Pollux 1944 were nominated with Out and Over and yet another rom-com that somehow found its way into this year's Pollux. So that's cool. Sweet Losing. It's a 10. So from Gernstein, but hopefully they are sweet and losing as they do. Cinematography, we're going to nail it. That's great. Best actor, we only got 1. We're going up against Victor Schroeder for 2 different movies from Evergreen. And then we have Best Actress, May Lo for yet another rom-com. The only movie we had, actually, that had a female lead. 2 nominations for Best Director, 2 nominations for Best Screenplay as well. So we have a chance to sweep it. You know, there's the chance exists. All right, that's really all we could ask for, I guess. And let's go ahead and protect myself from the raids yet again. February 1944. We're getting real close to the end of the war here, and I'm wondering what's going to happen as far as the events in game and how they're going to be portrayed. Amazing Locations is finally done. We can now do 4-star locations in movies. Great work. Let's go ahead. 900 days. Jeez. Amazing quality sets. Sets and prop work, I guess. We'll see if we can't get that to be 522 days away, I suppose. And then what I wanted to do, right, now that I have amazing locations, it's time to do Shaken Not Stirred. I mean, there's really nothing remarkable about this. Compared to a lot of other scripts, it's actually not as good, but it's my James Bond movie, and that's what I wanted to do. Wow. I don't have my really good director, though. Where is he? Or cinematographer. Is he? He must be working on one of these. I think maybe he's in Eye for an Eye. He is not. Where is my 10? sixth. Oh, he's probably on the 6th attempt. Yeah, I put him on this to make it better. It didn't actually do that well. The script is actually just not that good, I guess. I put some really good people behind it this time, and it is still struggling. So it's just not a very good movie. I don't think we can make it a whole lot better. Maybe it will actually take 6 attempts to make it better. I don't know. This is the 2nd month for yet another rom-com, and we're still getting that behemoth policy bonus here, allowing it to fall more slowly. Just a little bit there. So we're at 85% attendance on my 4,000 screenings. So I think I can probably go, let's try about like that. Should be fine, I suppose, for now. And like that. And let's go like that. And like that. No more ads or anything. We're just going to leave it in theaters. And then unreliable contractors coming in here with a B+ too. So I'll keep you guys going. We'll give you an update on how we do at the Pollux. I'm not, I actually do want to, it's not Star Surf anymore, is it? But I want to show you the beginning of the show, I suppose. Just so you can see what they say, the jokes or whatever they come up with here for the story. Because the war has been going on. So we kind of, want to take a look at that and see, whether or not his commentary is reflective of a progressive war. So we're going to go ahead and just send this out to archive. There we go. There we go. $331 million. That's pre-taxes, though. I haven't paid my taxes yet. Second contract payment for Fred Russell. He never actually went to the war, and he's demanding his extra pay. So there you go. Wanda, I think I might take a hike with you. God, you're very expensive. Or I could just say, you know what? Screw that. I have lots of money anyway. I'll give you $1 million for 4 movies. There you go. Fred Russell is an actor. He's not going off to war now. He chose not to. That's fine. We'll go 4 movies with you as well for $1 million. It's all good. I'm not using you as much, so I'll do it per movie. That's fine. I'll take the 50% on you. That's fine. It's not really rolling the dice. It's more like a 2-sided. It's flipping a coin, isn't it? Yeah. 2-sided die would be a coin flip. This is the 12th annual Pollux Awards. Back again with you this year. I'm Rudy Rost. No need for applause. Don't waste your time. You're about to sit through endless words of thanks from this year's winners. Oh, that's it. That's all they got. 1944. Come on. Really? It's crazy. We did win Best Actor. So I got you on that one. I'll just do a super cut of this so you can see who wins each one. Imagine sweeping the Pollux, having every single thing hit, and then losing Best Film. For what reason? I have no idea. Sweet losing wins Best Film. Okay. Sure. I mean, I got everything until then. That's pretty nuts. Okay. There you go. Notice that Herman finally got an award for Herman. All right. It took a very long time. All right, the dude is 59 years old, but he finally wins himself a Pollux Award. But we didn't sweep. As Best Film somehow loses, we lost to Sweet Losing. I guess that's how that works. We have $300 million in the bank post taxes, so doing quite well there. Tons of influence now. Just like no way we lose on reputation. Felix wants an enormous amount of money now. He's insane. And I'm going to tell him no. I'm going to tell you no. But I can give you a consolation prize. Okay. So I know you're a little bit upset about not getting the money. I get that. But how would you like to have some whiskey? And some cigars? And some Silver Moon Chronos watch. And wait, there's a wardrobe thing that I totally didn't bother to know that was like, it was whatever. I don't really care. Here. Let's buy like, I don't know. We'll get 30 of them. 540 days. Now, it doesn't take 540 days to get all of it. Okay, it takes 540 days to get all of them. All right, but you do not have to wait 540 days to get any of them. They are delivered in waves. Like they're delivered on that timer. So you'll see that we will be able to use some of them soon. But we just... Oh, there we go. New recipe. Farm girl plus nudity plus curse. Okay. Bandit plus a curse plus nudity. Obviously. Obviously. It's a trash movie. Okay. Let's go ahead and hold another banquet. There we go. Let me go ahead really quick in the trash pit. So create trash elements. We have 1 day until we get this trash element. What is it going to be? Survival tournament versus. In a fight for survival, people brutally execute each other before billions of viewers. Okay, create trash elements. Let me see what the farm girl plus nudity plus curse is. Because why not? We'll let our action guy do that. Before he... Yeah, there's that. Before he... start. Here it is. Decides that I'm not paying him enough and wants to leave. Okay, eye for an eye. How did it do? Right? This is a very weird, I don't know about women being in this role kind of movie, right? So we came in. These numbers are not correct. This came in to production at like 7.9 here, I think. And like near a 7. I forget what the real numbers were, but they were not this low. And now they're slammed in 9. Turns out women actually can act. Go figure. Now that we've seen the performance, right? Let's let the women... Oh, I don't have a woman composer. Hang on. Stand by. There are no women composers. They don't exist. Okay, that's complete fiction. They don't exist. We'll go amazing here to try to see if we can't keep it pinned. I don't want to use... I need a 9.0, but I don't want to use the misogynist with a woman editor. And all I have are women editors right now. I wasn't sure if this would matter, but this movie is also, you know, a women protagonist. I just don't want to use the misogynist for that. So we're going to go with a 8.0 composer and just have amazing on everything and hope that that's enough. Okay, we have 1 day left on a couple of these things, so we want to see what happens here. Dewey is established. Vacation ends. That's fine. Unreliable contractor. Let's say this one is around, I don't know, 4,200 is probably fine from there. 3,000. Let's go maybe a little bit lower and maybe just like, I don't know, there. We have 3 movies coming up right here too. There we go. Okay, we'll click that button. Down Harbor is now going to be a thing we're going to release. Yet another rom-com is done on its 3rd month. And now we have an event here as well. Alone in the Ocean has a random event. I was hoping for more of these. I haven't seen nearly enough of these in previous videos, you know? We were filming springtime scenes on location in the city when snow started falling. All the streets are covered. I mean, we changed locations, right? We can do this because we have that research where we can, you know, impromptu emergency location search, right? We have that ability, so we'll just do that. That's where that research comes in. Because I haven't had enough of those events to make that research worth it, you know? But now, thankfully, I finally got to use the emergency location search. You go the entire game without ever having even a chance to use that. Finally got it. So Down Harbor, some of you guys have been following this movie and wanting this movie to be made. $2.5 million invested in it. It's coming in at an 8.7 popcorn. So unfortunately, we won't get the behemoth benefits for the commercial ratings for being a 9 or above. Unfortunately, but we're not going to get the boutique bonuses for 9 artistic score either, but it is what it is. This is still 519 days away. I just... Takes so long. Yes, annoying suitor plus robot. Someone who is always nagging their beloved for attention. Annoying suitor. So this is an element I don't have. This is a supporting character I don't have. Interesting. Criminal gang plus divorce plus evil witch. All right. That's kind of nifty. Can we find that supporting character, please? And then over here, let's say create trash elements. We're working on that 53 days. We want to research new recipe. Go and go. Everyone search for new recipes. Yep. We're not writing movies anymore. We don't care. We're just going to buy scripts at this point. I want to find all of the trash elements. All the trash stuff. New recipe. Parent figure plus a curse plus nudity, obviously. Okay, take a look at that. You have like a weird... That's a weird formula, honestly. Okay. Yeah, we got some beatings happening. 6th attempt. Once again, needing to be remade. So 6th attempt, the first time I tried to do this, I had to start shooting again because people got beaten. So then actually it ended up being a bad movie. That was the part where I scrapped it. So that was the 2nd attempt, I guess. Now it's the 3rd attempt and we got somebody beaten again. So I could cancel the film again and then try to make it again. And that would be, maybe we actually will make it on the 6th attempt, right? If we select a replacement and reshoot, we'll commence at 20%. So that's not really a new attempt. And we could maybe get, you know what? Charlie could be this. Charlie Graham can replace him. It's fine. Okay. Vacation ends in death. Yes. Jeanette Foley. Okay. I want to keep going. Bone Grinder loves this movie. Ideological bomb that will tear the barbaric viewer to pieces, and it serves them right. Why? Why do you like this? Is it because of the hypocrisy of America? Probably. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I regret not being able to find Bone Grinder. That would have been nice to be able to find. I regret not being able to see him. But like, I just didn't have security forces that were level 5. So in the future, if we do have to start over for some reason in the future, I will just know that, like, hey, security, we need level 5, and then I'll just try to rush that. I'm not sure how to rush it other than just, I've had so many people. No, not so many people. I've had a few people tell me multiple times in the comments that I could use the bootleggers to train my security forces. I have no idea how to do that. I don't see that option at all. I've even shown that on the screen twice that option isn't there. So maybe there is something that I'm missing. I mean, that happens quite often, right? So maybe there's something I'm missing there. We can take a look at it again and see. I'll just go ahead and do this really quick. Printing office. Let's get the advertising in. There. Yep. And we'll go past it. It's fine. I'll end up paying for it anyway. We'll just go ahead and do this. Sure. And are there any dirty tricks to play? Probably not. Gerald will do it. Yeah, Gerald. Do the surprise wedding appearance. And Johnny won't do it. So, okay, fine. All right, we'll leave that as it is. Let's take a look really quick. So I want to see... so threaten, beaten, murder. Right? Alcohol in studio, trailer ads for bars. I don't see any way for them to train my people. Mafia. Withdraw money, search for blackmail material, the kept actress, casino advertising. Again, I don't see any way for them to train my people. There's no interaction with these guys other than this screen, as far as I'm aware. Now, I haven't looked at it super closely yet. So if I go agent training and I choose an agent, let's say I want a Stanley Goodwin. What part of this interface tells you that I can have these other people train them? Because it's always a 50% chance of success as far as I can tell. And in the early game, when this matters, this is a lot of influence. Right now, it doesn't matter too much. I could make more than this just by hosting a banquet, right? But like before, it mattered a lot. So again, can you break down in detail, step by step, if you're one of those people who keep telling me this, how do you do that? Because I don't see how that's done. Now maybe it's a security training thing. Like, is it part of accelerated training? So it takes 2 months instead of 4. That doesn't make them information without exposure, murder, reliable cover, beatings. I don't see it. It's just I've looked. I don't see it. So details, okay? Details, step by step. What do I have to do to make them train my agents? And I will gladly do that. But I just don't see it in front of me. And this isn't the first time I've looked at it either. So yeah, I think no on your increasing your salary. I'm not using you. It's fine. Shaken not stirred. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted my really good cinematographer though. He is still stuck on eye for an. He shouldn't be on eye for an eye. He's done. No, he should be. He's not working there anymore. He should be able to come over here and join me now. He should be able to work now. What happened? Oh, he's on the 6th attempt. God darn it. That movie is a plague. I might actually just throw the script away. I might just do it. 22%. Okay, so Down Harbor not holding viewers very well into more. I think people are just tired of war movies at this point, you know? I think that's what it is. I think they're just tired of the war movies. Well, it's good because I don't really have any more war movies for them anyway. So I'm also done with war movies. Here we go like this, and we really just rushed them for 2 years is basically all I did. And then the rest of the years, I was just kind of like making a variety of things again, you know? Where's my timer on Wendy? I feel like she should be getting very close to done. Only half done? Time really does go by slow sometimes, doesn't it? Charismatic criminal? For real. These guys are such prudes. Can't imagine being alive in this time period. So I am spying on everyone so I can see where it is. And obviously I can tell that these guys are going to do things. I really don't want to have charismatic criminal added. Now I want to do a Bonnie and Clyde thing, you know? So you know what? I'm going to go and say 1,500. Let's go 1,800. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to spend my influence. I've got a ton of it. I want to shoot this thing down. So 1,800. Pass. You're going to have to come up with 2,000 influence, Gernstein. That's what I thought. I way overbid that, didn't I? It's like lacks consequence. It doesn't matter if I overspend. What else am I going to spend it on? You know? It's just like, yeah, that's where I'm feeling about this. 38% of what we had before, so it's probably about here. We'll just go like this. It's probably good. With declining advertising effectiveness, it's probably fine. Just because I'm curious, there aren't any cinemas to buy, are there? Nah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. All right, more influence and more banquets. All right, guys. Well, I was going to zoom you ahead to the end of the war. I was, but it just didn't happen that way. Huh? I wanted to show you things. And eye for an eye, we're kind of following this story of, hey, women shouldn't be detectives. And I wanted to see if it stayed exactly where it was. And it did not keep the 9.0. Ugh. It's Keith's fault. It's all Keith's fault. Keith, damn you, Keith. I'm going to unlock your potential as well. You're just too much, man. We'll put it here. Make it a party. 4th of July movie. 9.0. I'll slam it there. It's fine. It's probably too many. That's probably too much, but it's fine. We'll do it like this. Maybe we can get some dirty tricks to pop that up a little bit higher. I'm just trying to compete with the other ones, you know. I'm going to compete down here. Everybody is pretty... I'm tempted to just pick everything and see how it goes, because there's nothing that won't enjoy it. So I'm tempted just to overspend like crazy on this, but I'm not going to do it. Because I just think it'll needlessly bring down the focus, and the ranking of it will just go bad. So we'll go like that. Let's see if we can keep... Jane will do it. Jane will do orphanage visits. And then maybe we'll hit another one here just to see if we can't spice it up a little bit here. The drunkard. 65% to help a drunkard. Not even going to give you anybody to help you with that. We'll just roll the... Not really a dice roll, right? It's a little more... It's a little better than a coin flip. And then my dude's still not ready because that movie's still not done. Okay, we'll do it next time because 6th attempt is still 90 days away from being done. So hopefully next video we can see even this invention speed thing, right? Like even going, as soon as this is done, there's another 300 plus days, right? Until this is done. I don't think this retroactively applies. In other words, I don't think this is going to speed this up. I think it's still going to be 681 days. I might be wrong, but that's not how it's worked with scripts. Some of you, it pointed out, like, if you have too many writers, etc. Well, if you fire a writer and, the writer was going to take 200 days to write a script, but if you had the right amount of writers, it would have taken like 80 days. If the writer's already taking 200 days and I fire a writer, it doesn't speed him up. Likewise, if I start a script and it's going to take 68 days or something, and then I hire a writer, which puts me over the limit, it doesn't slow him down either. He's still done in 68 days. So I've noticed that nothing really retroactively applies here. Everything is kind of decided upon being made. So I don't believe this is going to have an impact on that. So yeah, like 2 more years, 46 until we have our own cameras. So whatever. We did really well without, you know, without those cameras. And we have fully upgraded everything else. So, okay, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.